Looks like this is going to be another video that takes 5 different times to try. But yes, welcome back to my channel. I'm not really one to make long drawn out intros. I kind of just like to get into what I'm talking about. So this isn't a makeup tutorial. It's going to be a short video. This is going to be short, Sarah. Make this freaking short. Because you know me, once I start talking, I lose track of time and I have no idea what's going on. And for those of you who always are like, why are you always naked in your videos? I'm always dressed, thanks though. But yeah, I have a shirt on, so before you leave stupid comments, no, I'm not that weird. But as always, I have been reading a crap ton, and I have been learning a lot of things. And I want to tell everybody else about the things that I've been learning because, holy crap, it's like I've learned something that I should have learned a long time ago. And I know I would have learned it a long time ago if Mama J was here, but she's not, so I have to teach myself. But I have fully educated myself on what the hell has gone wrong with women. What the heck has gone wrong? And I'm going to tell you in this video today what have gone wrong with women in this world today. Okay. So basically, it's not something that has just happened within the last couple years. It's not just my generation that I'm speaking of. It's not just the older women of my generation right now. This has taken decades and decades and decades to happen. And basically what it is that over all of these decades, a woman's instinctive manner has dramatically changed. And it's not just their fault. It's because they have been ill taken care of, they have been neglected, they have been verbally and physically abused, they have been told what to do, this, that, and the other. Their instinctions aren't set to where they should be in their natural state. And what the natural state is what I'm going to refer to today as the wild woman. Yes, that is what every woman's goal should be. That is my goal. And that is to be a wild woman. And that is also something I'm going to talk about in this video is what context people use nowadays as the wild woman and what that natural original definition of a wild woman is. Yes, they're completely two different things. But before I start jumping ahead of myself, basically what has happened is we have been so ill taken care of, so neglected, so this, so that, in the same way that wildlife and animals have. So I mean nature and animals have. Same exact way. And what have you been seeing? Animals becoming extinct, jungles becoming devoured and taken down. And what else do you see? You see women getting down on themselves, not sticking up for themselves, pleasing other people. So what has happened? First off, I better kind of jump into what the traditional version of a wild girl is. I don't even know where I am in this video. This is why I don't also do talk videos, because I have no idea what I'm saying. Okay, so what's happening now is that almost all women are kind of just into this own group of themselves. They all are basically the same. They see the same, they act the same, they look the same. You know, they all want to be the same. And that's this huge picture that they think everybody wants that. A man wants that, another woman wants this, that, and the other. Again, they're trying to please everything and be everything that they're not. So what happens is every so often there's what I like to refer to as a wild seed. I see myself as a wild seed, but they occasionally blow in the wind here and there, and they're different than everybody else. They don't see the world the same way as other women do. They're not money hungry, they're not jewelry hungry, they're not fame hungry, you know? They're just living life and they're learning why they're here on earth, what their purpose is. They see all of the things that happen around them, and they don't always have the easiest life, and that's what makes them so unique, is that they go through so much crap, but at the end of the day, they know that they need to still learn why they are here, and not all of these other external things going on. They're just distractions, and they're placed here to distract you. That is the only reason. That's the reason boys are put into your life. That's the reason girl drama is put into your life. That's the way drugs are put into people's lives. This, that, addictions, everything. They're all barriers trying to block you and stop you. And your job is to get through that barrier and not let it stop you. Because once that barrier is up, you're stuck right here. You can't go any more forward. But you still want to get to the other side, but you're stuck. You have to break down the boundary and fight through it before you can get onto the other side and keep going. So that's what all these things are doing. And technology is probably one of the biggest barriers that nobody can cross, because it is set here and it is a stone wall. Like, people don't even know how to knock it down. So the wild seed will crawl over and completely ignore it. They won't even get sucked in. They won't even see what it's about. They know this is just a distraction. I need to get over it and I need to jump over that wall. So that's what the wild woman does. She doesn't stick with the pack. She doesn't keep up with the apps. She doesn't keep up with all the social media, She just goes on to see what else is supposed to be discovered, because it's not just technology. That's already been discovered. Light's already been discovered. This stuff has already been discovered, so why are we still so caught up in it? Like, let's find some new things. Let's go find a freaking cure for cancer like we all need. Anyway, okay, so basically what has happened is society and men have seen the way women are forming together and becoming one. They are losing their dignity. They are losing their instinct that they are born with. They are becoming dumb and just being basically a robot to whoever wants them to serve them. So what men have started to do, what other people have started to do, is they think, even if their intentions are good, they think that the way to change a woman's soul is to form her, sculpt her, cut her into something that she's not, all because it's more socially acceptable by an unconscious culture. So, I'll break down what I just said. A woman cannot be carved into something she's not just to be more acceptable by an unconscious culture. So, a woman's issues within her soul cannot be fixed by carving her into something that is more socially acceptable by an unconscious culture. Okay? I hope that makes sense, because I don't really know an easier way to put it. You're not going to change a girl. You're not going to make her feel better just by putting on a face of makeup. You can't say, oh, look, now you're pretty, now you can be happy. No. And that's where all these people are going wrong. And that's another thing. That's not the point of why I make makeup tutorials. It's not to say I can't be happy unless I have all this makeup on. I can't leave. I can't go on a date unless I have this face. No. It's just showing what the heck you could do with a couple colors. That's all, okay? I'm painting on my face. That's what I use the makeup for. It's a therapy. Instead of getting a piece of paper and drawing a picture of a face on there, I draw my own face, okay? So, now that you guys have kind of seen what society sees of women, it's not all society too. I'm not saying this is exactly how it is. This is just what I have noticed, what I have learned, what I have seen, okay? So, because all of these women are just entering into this stupid cycle of not knowing that they have a say in everything. I mean, we were born for a voice for a reason. Because of that, the wild woman will see that all of these women are living in this same circle. They all want money, they all want the biggest ring, they all want a house, they all want a family, they all want cars, they all want what they think is the way things are supposed to be. Yes.
What are you doing?
Making a video?
Oh, and you don't want to open one?
Well, no, I just know that you're doing things, so.
Did I leave some glasses in your car? Some shooting glasses?
Shooting glasses?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You could check.
Well, you don't have to do it now.
Okay. I don't know. So what the wild woman does is she sees the cycle. She sees everything. She notices, she observes. She doesn't take the time out of her day to join the club. She doesn't. She takes time to be the watchdog and see where all of these women are going wrong. And that's what I want all of you guys to start doing. Okay? So what the wild woman does is she takes everything into consideration. She climbs to the tops of trees and then learns what sex is supposed to feel like. Okay? And I really hope that there's going to be one person that's going to be like, holy shit, Sarah, I know where you're getting some of your quotes from. I know where you're getting some of your little sayings from. Please leave it down below. And I swear to God, oh my God, that'll make me so happy if somebody knows where I get some of my quotes from. But that is one quote, okay? Climbing to the tops of trees is supposed to be what sex feels like, okay? Seeing lightning strike is supposed to teach you how fast things come and go, okay? All of these things, you're just supposed to see things that other people see as nothing as something. And you're supposed to learn things from the littlest things. Everything is put in front of you to project something to you. You're supposed to learn. We're not supposed to go through this world wearing a blindfold and thinking there's only one way to things. That's where we're all wrong, and that's why there's no going forward. That's why we're all stuck in the same stupid spot we're stuck in right now. Everybody's unhappy and just wants more money, and they think that's the route to happiness. Good God, I feel bad for you guys. But back to what I was saying, is that what girls need to realize is that sometimes the things that you create, the artwork that you put so much thought and time into, most of it's going to go unseen, okay? But just because other people don't see it doesn't mean that that can't be good for your soul, you know what I mean? Just because somebody else doesn't notice it doesn't mean you can't notice it yourself. That's one of the biggest secrets to happiness, is to realize that sometimes your paintings will go unseen. But that doesn't mean your soul doesn't see them. Keep that in mind, okay? So, basically, what has been happening and what I have also seen is that self-decoration has so much to do with the way people think about you, okay? You have a lip ring, somebody's going to think something of you. You have dreads, someone's going to think something of you. You have big boobs, somebody's going to see something of you. You dress a certain way, someone's going to see something of you. And I'm not saying that this is going to change, because it never will. But it's something that you girls need to learn. It's not a bad thing. You can dress how you want, you can wear what you want, you can have pierced what you want, you can have a tattoo of what you want. But what you need to learn is that in this world we're living in, self-decoration causes attention. And you need to know that. So you can't be surprised when somebody's staring at you. You can't get mad when somebody's staring at you. You can't be mad because you're inflicting it upon yourself. If you don't want that, then maybe you need to change the way you're living, you know? It's always been this way. Most of this started after post-World War II. I mean, this is how far back we're digging. This isn't just something that happened when plastic surgery was invented, or when this stuff started happening. No, this even happened way back. So, and this probably won't change, but you need to be aware of this. I'm not saying you have to change yourself. I'm saying be aware of what you're doing, and then don't be surprised when you get attention drawn towards yourself, okay? So what has started to happen is everybody wants to bend a woman into the things that they should be. Husbands want to bend their wives into this perfect little mold of this Barbie. No. And no, it's not supposed to be like that. And because of that right there, that is why most women, they start out as the wild woman. They start out in their natural form. They have their instincts are right. Everything is the way they're supposed to be. Start out as strong natural beings, but then conform, and they become an outsider in their own culture. And that culture I'm talking about is of the wild woman. We have our own culture too, just like present day women have their own group, wild women have their own group. You start out as a wild woman, you dog yourself down, you start conforming to the everyday little, okay, you start downing yourself and going down to being an outsider of your own culture. And even when that happens, your goal should still be to retrieve that natural state that you used to have. Your goal shouldn't be to be down here with all of these rich girls. That's not my goal. So don't make it yours either. I mean, if it is, follow your dreams. Hell, that's not what I'm trying to say. But your goal should always be to return to that natural state of being if you've gotten knocked off of your pattern, you know what I'm trying to say? So before I go on and on and on and make this into an even longer freaking video, basically what I am trying to get at is that what I have been learning is that women have their own track we are following. Everybody does. I mean, each wild woman has their own track that they are following, and it is of the wild and innate self, okay? That is what the wild woman is. It is somebody who follows their innate self, okay? They use their words they use their words in the right ways. They don't use words to sugar talk people. They use their words to open up bigger opportunities and bigger passageways for yourself. They think before they speak. I had a couple people tell me that they wanted me to start putting titles of books that I read because it helps. But this is an amazing book, real quick. It's called Keep It Shut, What to Say. What to Say and When to Say It. But yeah, it's an amazing book and it teaches you exactly what I just said. How to use your words in the right way. How words are so freaking powerful and one spark can start a wildfire, so be careful with your words. That's for another video. But yes. So, a wild woman knows what trail she's on. She knows where she's supposed to be going. She doesn't let outside influences knock her off of her track. And another very, very, very important thing that I want girls to understand, and this is even towards other men too, I mean, anybody could get a little bit of something off of this. Keep in mind that no matter what type of influences you guys get from other cultures, you need to understand the meaning behind who you actually are. So with this whole, only black people are allowed to do this, only white people can do this, only Mexicans can do this. No, we're men and women and we're humans. Just, that's it. We are humans. Simple as that, okay? Humans. So you need to keep in mind that because of the way society works nowadays, no matter what type of influence you guys get from other cultures, you have to know who you really are inside, okay? Yes, so like I was saying, you guys need to use your words to open bigger opportunities and bigger things for you guys. All of these sights, sounds, thoughts, pictures, feelings, everything that's happening around us right now are all little things and hints of how we're really supposed to feel. A wild woman is entirely entitled equally under the same laws of nature. We thrive and we grow. Okay? People need to learn is that what I'm talking about, it's not a religion. It's not anything like that. You're not going to find a book of how you're supposed to do it. I learn my information from a million books and then I stick it all into one big theory in my head. So, it is not a religion. It is a practice of knowing the soul. And that's important to understand. It is a practice of knowing your soul. Without it, you are completely trapped in a semi-paralyzed state of mind. You are going to be full of nothing except wishful thinking. You're going to lose your sureness of who you are. You forget why you're here. If you lose your soul, you're not going to be who you're supposed to be. And you're going to lose track of what you're supposed to be following. What needs to happen is that, again, I'm losing track because with my brain, yeah, I wish I could stay on track more. But basically what I want to get at is that your end of the day fatigue should be from hard work. It should be from motivating yourself. It should be from furthering yourself down your own journey. It shouldn't be from being depressed. You shouldn't be fatigued from drama, from thriving to be something you're not, from wanting to impress somebody and not impressing them, for trying to get your boyfriend to take care of you a certain way and he's not. The end of the day fatigue should be because you are a hard-working woman who is trying the best to remember why she's here and to stay your original, innate self. Because I'm telling you, once you lose yourself, you're going to be controlled by everybody else. Once you lose her, your wild woman that is stuck inside of you, might as well have fun because everybody else around you is who's in control of you. Your boyfriend is the one who's in control of you. Your parents are the one who's in control of you. And your friends are the ones who control you. She is to the soul like the heart is to the body. Another amazing quote. She is to the soul like the heart is to the body. She is referring to the wild woman. Okay? So, basically all I'm trying to say in this video is that you have to remember why you are here. Do not let these barriers stop you from moving forward. Be tired for the right reasons. Use your words for the right reasons. Make sure you know why you're here and what your plans are. you could run free after that. You know? Women are a lot like wolves. A lot like wolves. So, my biggest piece of advice is to always remember who your wild woman is. Because without it, you're not a woman. That's my opinion. So, I hope that this made some sense, because Jesus Christ, I suck at these talking videos, but people enjoy them. And I know I have a lot I want to share that I have been learning. So, anybody got any advice? Anybody got any good books? Please let me know, because I am all about it and I need some books. So, yes, if anybody has any questions, because maybe I didn't make too much sense, I will answer all the questions that are to do with this video, If anybody has any questions for any of the thoughts, little observations I've made in this video, just message me or leave a comment. If you want to know more that I didn't talk about in this video, again, let me know. I can make more videos that kind of go more in depth as to what I'm trying to talk about, because I didn't really know where I was going with this video. I just wanted to talk about something that I've been learning and noticing. But yeah, so I really hope that this video helped you guys at least a little bit. And I promise you, as soon as my body becomes a little bit more tolerant of these meds, I will sit down and make a makeup tutorial. But yeah, it's just been a little bit difficult. So please stay positive, be happy, smile, give somebody a compliment, okay?